to my channel. So you saw the title. Today we're going to be reviewing Cosmic, the new fragrance from Kylie Jenner. So I think more than anything, this is more of like a first impressions type of video because I literally just got this baby in the mail like earlier today. So I've not played around with it a ton, but I've been wearing it for a few hours now and I think I have gathered enough thoughts to make a whole video about it. So we're gonna do that today because this is a very new and talked about perfume right now. So I wanted to kind of put in my 2 cents. 6 cents? But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe as always. If you're coming back, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, let's just get right into the review. So as of now, I believe this perfume is sold exclusively at Kylie Cosmetics and also Ulta Beauty, which is where I got it. So I actually bought the 100 ml bottle. If you've been around my channel for a while now, you know that I usually don't buy the largest size of perfume because like I really don't wear that much perfume, and I also like have commitment issues. The chances that I'm gonna go through the entire bottle of perfume at any size to begin with is very low. So you might be wondering, oh, like why did you buy the 100 ml? And the reason is because at the time that I'm filming this video, Ulta slash Kylie's company, whatever, is having this little promotion where if you buy the full-size bottle, you get a free little pastel pink vanity tray. And so I'm just gonna insert a little clip of what that looks like here. It's really tiny, but it's super, super adorable, and it just looks really perfect with the perfume. I'm not sure if the promotion is like still going because I did order this a little under a week ago, and it is like a as quantities last kind of thing, but I just wanted to put that out there in case anyone was interested in this little tray. I think it's so adorable and cute, and I really like the way that it looks on my little perfume shelf, so that was just a little bonus. And on the topic of free stuff, another reason why I decided to buy the full-size perfume is because Ulta was having another promotion where you get a free tote bag with any $70 fragrance purchase, and this is just like a very honestly nice quality like faux leather tote bag. Like the handles are really like thick and the bag just doesn't feel like cheaply made. Like it's actually very, oh. I also got like a ton, like a shitload of free samples. I will also insert a picture. It was actually insane. Basically, Ulta always has a bunch of like amazing deals and promotions going on, and like these free gifts can like stack. So if they have multiple promotions going on at the same time, you can literally just get like an entire box full of free stuff, which is like what I got with this like one perfume that I bought. So anyways, that's basically why I like decided to get the perfume in the first place. I also have just kind of had my eye on the perfume and I've been really intrigued by it, and I've been wanting to smell it, but I haven't had the chance to visit an Ulta and smell it in person. So I decided finally that I would just blind buy it and see how that went. The full-size bottle retails for $78. I believe the 30 ml is like $48, but pretty similar to the Ariana Grande fragrance line prices. So pretty on the affordable side of perfumes, I would say, which is nice. Let's go ahead and talk about the notes of Cosmic. They're actually listed here on the box. In the opening, there's Star Jasmine and Blood Orange. Middle notes are Golden Amber Accord and Red Peony Accord. And base notes are Vanilla Musk Accord and Cedarwood. Pretty interesting note breakdown. One thing that I will note is that a lot of the notes, instead of just saying Golden Amber or Peony, it's like Golden Amber Accord, Red Peony Accord, Vanilla Musk Accord. I'm not sure why that is, or like what the difference between like an accord and just like the actual raw note itself is, but like that's, I mean, just like something that I noticed. This is a very pleasant smelling fragrance. I really love the atomizer, by the way. It sprays so smoothly. So right off the bat, I'm getting the sweetness. I'm definitely getting a blood orange. It's definitely like a bright citrus, but it's not like a lemony kind of citrus. It's more like really juicy and rich and sweet, and it's a very beautifully done opening in my opinion. Definitely getting the white florals as well. It's sweet, it's bright, it's floral, it has a fruitiness to it, but it's also quite fresh. It definitely has kind of a syrupy aspect. And before I like honestly go any further into the review, I will just say that this is a super crowd-pleasing fragrance, and it's also compared to some very popular fragrances on the market, and I definitely am seeing where those comparisons are coming from because this is a very just mass appealing, crowd pleasing fragrance. I've seen reviews of it describing it as smelling like those like mailers with the sticky like perfume samples where you like lift the flap and then like you can like smell the perfume. Honestly, I totally agree. It also is kind of giving me like Macy's fragrance aisle walkway when you like walk down that hallway and you're just getting that like blast of like all the designer perfumes on the shelves. Is that a good thing? Not really. It is pretty generic smelling, and I don't think that it's like anything super unique or mind-blowing. There's two perfumes that Cosmic really reminds me of. The first one is Valentino's Born in Roma, which is actually a perfume that I do not like because it is just way too sharp and punchy, and there's something like so woody about it that just kind of like stings my nose, and it's just kind of like a no for me. This really reminds me of that, especially the jasmine and blood orange notes. It just really reminds me of Born in Roma, especially in that opening, except I think it's done a little bit more subtly and it's less sharp and punchy. This is definitely more bearable to wear for me than Born in Roma. And the other perfume that Cosmic really reminds me of is Born Dreamer by Charli D'Amelio. I would say that Cosmic is like the darker, sexier, older sister of Born Dreamer. They're both these like really bright, musky, floral, fruity scents, just like super girly, feminine, elegant, except this one's a lot more like candy, syrupy sweet, like very, I don't want to say like juvenile, but it is like, I would say targeted towards a younger audience. Whereas I see Cosmic as being more like date night or even like work appropriate. They have like a very similar sweet musk to them, and I really do like this kind of scent profile. I think it's very pretty, very wearable, and just versatile, suitable for almost any occasion. The perfume is called Cosmic, and I feel like when I hear the word cosmic, or like if something is named Cosmic, I would expect it to be very like otherworldly, like out of this world, like super extraordinary and unique, and like nothing you've ever experienced before. It is really not like that at all. And honestly, like I don't even really expect perfume releases nowadays to be like extraordinarily unique because like there are so many perfumes that exist, and so like every new perfume is bound to smell like one perfume or the other, just due to the sheer number of scents that exist and are available on the market. But this, I will say, is definitely on the generic side. It's not super unique, it doesn't bring anything super new to the table, but I do really like how it smells. Let's go ahead and get into the rating portion. So presentation, I think people are pretty torn on the presentation of this fragrance, but I actually really like the bottle. It's definitely like an interesting shape, but I like that they like did something fun. It has these just like deep like grooves along the edge of the bottle, and it just makes it like kind of like nice to hold. I don't know. Some people don't like how it looks because they think it looks like just like a blob, but I think it's interesting. It's very heavy. The glass is super thick, so it does feel very high quality. There's nothing about the presentation that's cheap. Also, as I had mentioned earlier, the atomizer is super nice, so I don't have anything bad to say about the presentation. Yeah, it's not going to be for everyone, but I really do like the minimalistic theme that the bottle of Cosmic has. Onto the scent. I think it's a white floral fragrance done very well. So on one arm, I have the perfume that I sprayed like 10 minutes ago. Super bright floral, and then on this arm I sprayed this on probably a few hours ago, and in the dry down still nothing super extraordinary, very pretty, super wearable, and I can totally see myself wearing this, especially with spring being in full bloom. I feel like this is totally an appropriate perfume for the season. It's really pretty. I definitely do think that it's worth a smell. When I say like blind buy it, I mean maybe like if you can get a bunch of free stuff from Ulta doing so, then like honestly, yeah, I would recommend it. I don't think there's anything offensive about the fragrance unless you are really sensitive or you really dislike kind of a bright white floral. Again, it's nowhere near as punchy to me as something like Born in Roma, but I also did see quite a few reviews from people saying that the perfume smells like an old woman or smells very like aged in general, and I definitely don't agree. I honestly do not see where they're getting that at all. Maybe the fact that it kind of smells like a Macy's fragrance style walkway could remind them of like a more mature woman, but there's really nothing about this that smells super old or mature to me at all. It's definitely not like juvenile by any means, but like it really does not smell old, and I think that this is totally a perfume that anyone of any age could enjoy. So I have no problem with the scent. I really do wish that there was something more unique or special about the perfume. And lastly, for its performance, because this is more of a first impressions video and I haven't had a ton of time to play around with its performance yet, I'm not gonna go super in depth. From my very little testing that I've done, I think that the projection of this perfume is definitely moderate, not super loud, and it definitely has a sweet musky quality to it that sticks pretty close to the skin. I don't think that it's like completely a skin scent. Like it definitely projects in the opening, but not like a beast mode fragrance. I also, on the wrist that I sprayed like a few hours ago, it's definitely died down a ton. It's like a very soft and subdued vanilla now. I would say pretty moderate for both projection and longevity, but again, take that with a grain of salt because I haven't like worn it for very long at all. Overall, I would give Cosmic by Kylie Jenner like a B. I think that it is a very unspectacular smelling perfume. I would say of the other like designer white floral fragrances that they have on the market, this is probably one of the ones that I like better. I just think that the musk and the blood orange and like the sweet notes in this are really pretty. Before I go, let's talk about some fragrance layering combos that I think would go really well with Cosmic. I think you could totally wear it with Burberry Goddess if you want to really lighten it up and give it more of a floral vanilla kick. Born Dreamer, as I mentioned earlier, I think they smell really similar and no one has really compared the two yet. I think in the dry down, they smell pretty different, but in the opening, they have just this like sweet floral muskiness that I think are super similar, and so I think that they would also layer together really well. I think Cosmic would smell really good with Magnetic Candy by Finery. Now that I'm kind of smelling them side by side, I actually think they smell quite similar. I think it's the pomelo in this that's really giving it this sweet citrusy accord that I think is really similar to Cosmic. It's definitely a lot sweeter. It's like cotton candy, more of a sugary sweetness, whereas the sweetness in this comes from the blood orange and the florals. But I think that these would work really well together. They both have a really bright and uplifting scent to them. I think Glossier You could be good if you want a more calm and cozy, more musky approach. Vanilla 28 could be a very good layering combo if you want a more deep, boozy, brown, sugary vanilla approach to it. And the last layering combo would be with L'Interdit by Givenchy. This would just be like the ultimate bright, airy, cold, whimsical white floral, but super, super elegant, really strong white floral combination. Very beautiful. I think that's gonna sum it up for today's review. If you have smelled or tried Cosmic by Kylie Jenner, definitely let me know your thoughts on the perfume in the comments. As always, I would love to know your thoughts. I hope everyone is doing well. New review will be coming very soon. I actually have another review already filmed and I was gonna post that one first, but then this one like came in the mail like right in time. So I think that this one is actually gonna get uploaded first, but more reviews to come very soon. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all well and I will see you very soon.